Hey everyone, Mr. Henderson here. I'm away today for today's class, but I'm going to leave some instructions here for you so that you have an idea of what to do. First of all, if you could do the presentations first, finish up those group presentations, and then if each group member could then post their slides in a PDF form on Edmodo, that would be great so that we were able to actually take a look at those and have those as our notes. That would be wonderful. In connection with that, I'm going to have you guys do some formal writing and about a significant period in history that contributed to the development of the modern legal system, at least in Western liberal democracies. And so that's about 250 to 500 words, and that's what I call a mini essay. And this is just sort of to see where you guys are in terms of your writing and things like that. So my hope is that you could come up with an argument, provide some reasoning, and then provide some evidence as to why this is an important evolution in law. We want to get away from informal writing and saying sort of polemic things or things that don't have that we're unable to back up. Okay. And I've provided an assessment criteria here of things that I'm looking at specifically, and I'll just pop that up so that you can take a look at it. And I've also put you in pairs. And so don't worry about this Tuesday night thing. This is due next Monday. Okay, but pairs so that you can exchange your essays with someone. So hopefully you can exchange these maybe over the weekend or on Friday through Google Documents or something so that you can have someone look at it and they can provide you with feedback, because that's really how we learn is when we work with other people. So this is out of 15, so I'm looking, okay, does your mini essay, do you have a sound rationale? Do you have an argument as to why this is an important period? Is it written really well? Are there few mistakes? Does it make sense? Is it clear? And then lastly, is it well researched and have you cited things properly? I tell you to go to use APA formatting, and that's the American Psychological Association. And I'll just show you here what I mean by that. Well, here's the article that maybe you want to discuss at the beginning of the class. I don't know if someone wants to take the lead on that. But let's go to OWL Purdue. Just punch this in, APA. And this basically shows you how to format and cite papers properly. And let's check it out here. And so here they provide you all the information that you'll ever need to write a paper in APA formatting. I always go here first, down here where it says sample paper. And I have for my writing I use APA all the time. And I'm going to click here to make it bigger. They show you exactly how to make a paper in APA formatting. First of all, everything is in Times New Roman 12 font. Okay, and you'll have a title page here, and at the top in your header it'll say running head, and then all in capitals your title. So it might be the Magna Carta, the greatest thing ever, or something like that, and then a page number. Then your title, your name, and then St. John's Ravenscourt here. Don't worry about the author note, you don't have to include that. And don't worry about an abstract for such a small paper. But you see that now on page 2, the heading no longer has running head. It's just a standard header. And this just tells the reader what the paper is about all the way through. Here's the beginning of the paper. See, the header's the same. A title, nothing's underlined, there's no bold, nothing's fancy, it's just Times New Roman. And then they start. Okay? And anytime they use research that's not of your own, you want to cite that. And for now I'm going to be a little loose with that, and we're going to play with it all year and make sure that we get it right. But anytime you use research that's not your own, make sure that you include the author and the date if possible, okay? You can provide headings, but in a paper this size I wouldn't worry about it. And then at the very end what I'm looking for is, hopefully they'll let me scroll down. No, I don't want diagrams. Is references. It's not a bibliography, it's not works cited. In APA we call it references. And try not to use Noodlebib or something like that, because that confuses things. But see, check out how they've laid out their sources here, and then you can also go back and say, okay, well, how do I do a reference list? What are some basic rules? What about articles? What about books? What about electronic sources? How do I put those in a reference list? And this site is really, really valuable, the Purdue Online Writing Lab, or OWL. Okay, so if you could get a draft done and send it to your partner for Friday, and then if you could submit these, upload them to just by pressing this, click, turn it in for Monday, that would be great. And then I can sort of start assessing how your writing's coming, and we'll go from there. And then maybe we can package this into a little ebook, all your articles, and send that off to the world. Okay, if you have any questions, just send me a note on Edmodo, and I'd be more than happy to help you out. Thanks.